Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. With the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 35, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I gotta say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
Leaves it with the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
He leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he dropped it! Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan State 7, NC State 0.
Fair catch called for and made. A first down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that pass intercepted. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Sparty.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense. And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan State 14, NC State 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the Michigan State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got his man in the middle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting 3 punches.
That screen just never got set up, and they're lucky they didn't turn it over.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Hand off from the shotgun. He sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
They'll try to move the chains on 4th down. NC State comes to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Still looking. Gets away from 1. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
2nd down coming up. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Gonna take a shot. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Between the uprights, it's good. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Number 12, set to kick this one.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. Trying to set the tone with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to the ground with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. He's going to take off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
It's tough, man. On 3rd down, you're trying to throw against a nickel defense who've got extra DBs on the field, and it's just a lot faster. The window's closed so much quicker. So good job not seeing it open. Just take off and get what you can get now, setting up a 4th and very manageable situation.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, now you turn the football over to the other team. Points are so much easier to get. And obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Got the 1st down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy, but he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll give it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, going up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter.
NC State 24, Michigan State 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes the catch. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to pass it. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Bailey. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Spartans have it back on offense hoping to play some good ball. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
On second down, looking again to throw. Get it out on the screen. And they're able to get him down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
They took a shot into the end zone, trying to come away with a touchdown. Nice play by the defense. You're expecting them here to kick a field goal. I know there's time left in the game, but just tie this thing up and let your defense go to work.
This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. All tied up, just over a minute to go, guys. Still plenty of time for a finish. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Your Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 2nd down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Give to the single back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Throwing right. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And a great effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got more football ahead. First play of the first possession of OT. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
When I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
They're going to test the right side with this one. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And at this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime.
691, Gators score!
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they score first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll run it to the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Spartans. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And they tacked on the extra point.
That tie begins at 31 all.
Now first down here in the 2nd overtime. They'll run it on the counter. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle. It's Clay. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last one.
Touchdown, Sparty! Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game. He completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. 4 down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a third and long here. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires left. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, NC State! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for 2. I know the new overtime rules that changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence.